Hey guys, Event Horizon again. This is Curtis, just doing another unboxing for you guys. This one right here is going to be the and Dragons starter set, but it's going to be the Stranger Things edition. I bought this one for about $20 on Amazon, so it's a little bit more than the default starter set that we got the other day for about $13. So I'm going to just tell you if I think it's worth the $7 additional and if you should probably get it, in my opinion. So let's just go ahead and start. So if we open it up, you can kind of see already that we're going to have two of these rubber looking figures. They are going to be the Demogorgons from the first season. So here we go right here. One's going to be unpainted and then the other one is going to be painted. As you can barely tell, it's a slightly different gray on there, and the maw of the Demogorgon is red. I say unpainted and I say painted in quotation marks because it's barely any difference at all. But to be fair, that is the color of the skin of the Demogorgon in the first season of the show. Funnily enough, these are not what the Demogorgons look like in the actual Dungeons and Dragons. If you look it up, they look totally different than what they did in the show. But it's still a cool little addition. If I wanted to take them out, they are not very stable. So if you look at it, they're kind of rubbery. So not super high quality little figures. Personally, when I play with my friends and we do campaigns and stuff like that, we really don't use these too much, but still, these definitely feel super cheap as far as figures go. There's going to be one set of dice. These are going to be the same blue from the other starter set. If you've seen that video, I already looked at them. They're going to be like a two-tone bluish with some white in there. I like the dice very much. I would have hoped to get a different color pair of dice for people who get both starter sets, like someone like me. But I mean, I guess you can't ask too much for what we paid for. There's going to be another rule book similar to the one in the other starter set. In addition to the standard rules and stuff like that, there's going to be little notes like these right here, just from Mike, one of the characters on the show. And they add a little bit fun to the rules and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just going to be your basic stuff, leveling up, terrain, advantages, how attacks work, stuff like that. And kind of like I said in the other review, this isn't going to really help you make a character, so I would recommend getting a player's handbook still, just so you can get off the ground. The campaign book, I think, is super cool because it looks kind of like a notebook. As you can see, there's Mike writing all over it, and we have Will the Wise. If you watch the show, you'll get the reference. The characters do actually play D&D the first season, and not much of the second season, but it's actually mentioned. So I don't want to get too much into this because I don't want to spoil it, like I said last video. I just think the writings and the personal drawings from the characters in the show are pretty cool. This campaign is not going to be as long as the last one in the original starter set. We did it in about 3 sessions, so those sessions were about 4 hours. So you're getting about 12 hours of content here, whereas in the original starter set, we got about 20 hours. Coming up next, we have the character sheets right here. So this is going to help compensate with not having a player handbook or any of the basic leveling up techniques that you need to make your own character. We almost never use these, but they're cool, I guess, if you want to just make something up on the fly. I usually like my characters to have more freedom, so I usually let them make their own characters, even if they are beginners. It just, to me, makes more sense to have you more bonded to your character. Well, that is pretty much it that I have on this unboxing. I do think it's pretty cool to have that, especially if you are a fan of the show. As far as the value, I mean, you get the same dice. The Demogorgons are not that high quality, but I mean, if you catch a sale on it where it's $20 or less, I think that's also pretty cool. The character sheets are in there. The campaign, you get 12 hours out of it. That's almost like $1.25 an hour. So I think it's a great value still. But if you had to pick between this starter set and the other starter set, I would probably recommend getting the other starter set, especially if you're not a fan of the show. I mean, the other starter set was $12. You're getting more content out of it because that one took us a bit longer personally. So you go from 12 hours to 20 hours and you're saving almost $10 in doing so. So if you had to pick, I would definitely recommend the other starter set that Dungeons and Dragons offers. And if you're interested in my unboxing on that, I am going to leave a link in the description below. Thanks for coming, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions. And this is Curtis from Event Horizon. Catch you next time.